execute at speed. And now the teams are just coming onto the pitch.
It's going to be interesting to see the different tactics coming into this game. I'm sure Shenzhen are going to be looking to use their speedsters on the edge. Maybe Shandong can counteract that with some more physicality up the middle. And I'm sure we'll see that within the first 5 minutes, what each team are looking to do and how they're looking to create opportunities for themselves to make this as easy as possible. Quickest way to the try line. That's the best strategy.
So they're just deciding which side of the pitch they're going to take. I'm not, Shenzen are too new to have a rivalry within China, but I would still think there are bragging rights to be won here for the winners.
I'm sure there is. Every game, there's bragging rights to be won. They've gone for a Shandong have gone for a 4-pod receipt here at the front.
That's
definitely.
That's a new one for me, actually. I rarely see that.
Yep, definitely a safe way to contest for the kick here. And we'll see how this works out for them. Shandong, pod up in the air, great take from Shandong here. First receipt for them. Taking the quick tap. Looking to spread the ball wide. Missed ball there to the wing and just slipped through his fingers.
Yes, that's what wingers are there for, is to drop the ball.
Can't blame it on the sun this time. No sun today. So Shenzhen get possession back within their Shandong 10. Great attacking opportunity here. Looks like Shenzhen have got a blocker shape set up in the middle, but have not been given the opportunity to utilize it. Ball lost in the line out. Counter attack here from Shandong. Strong carry in the middle. Offload from the floor. Looking to utilize that blind side. Great fend there to break the tackle. Manages to keep his feet in. Great out the back ball. Great pace from Shandong here so far.
That is, and unlucky there. They're looking excellent there. That was good execution, but the final knock-on gives the ball to the Shenzhen Pirates.
They have managed to win the ball back.
Is it still working?
That's okay.
An easy run through here. Shandong turn the ball over in that ruck. Work hard. Over ball, got over ball, turn the ball over, quick tap. Slice and dice through Shenzhen defense. An easy run through. 30 meters out from Shenzhen try line.
Kick is good also, so 7-0.
Another 2 points added to the scoreboard for Shandong.
Yeah, that's, well, first taste of points up to Pirates now. They'll get the ball from the kick, and it's their chance, which again, they haven't really had a chance yet to use their backs. So I would think they'll be looking to do that now.
Great contestable kick there.
Great kick, isn't it? Yeah.
Managed to whack that ball back a little bit too far. Teammates having to chase the ball back, but strong carry, leg drive, broken the first tackle, taken down in that second one, but we're coming back for a knock-on, perhaps on the floor.
Yeah, must have
collecting the ball.
It was a great kick.
It was a great kick.
And that's what you were describing before. That's exactly what you want. You want the ball to hang there so you can contest from for the attacking team to contest the ball in the air. Well, it worked really well until the knockback.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't even the highest kick, but it shows the speed of Shandong to manage to contest that, even though it was a low-hanging kick. A very threatening contest. But Shenzhen now have the opportunity to attack. Let's see if they can get that ball wide to their speedsters, and how Shandong defend that. A great shove from Shandong, but out the same time.
Yes, that's Shenzen are going to have to tighten up their scrum there. It's a real weakness. They're not looking very committed into the scrum, and Shandong are taking all advantage of that.
Yeah, it looks like Shandong got the first hit in that engagement. And again, a really great shove from Shandong, but ball manages to get out the back. A great offload, under the arm offload, but lost. And Shandong have one possession back. Quick hands. Tried for the big step, but just lost his footing and has been collected by Shenzen. Great hard running down there on the edge. Looks like Shandong are trying to play a width-to-width style of attack, working that defense side to side, fatiguing them early in this game. And opening gaps just for an easy run through, a race to the finish line, 3 tackles broken, 3 defenders beaten.
Yeah, that was a bit of quality, wasn't it?
That was a great hardline running, very direct and confident, and a big right foot step.
Right off the training grounds.
Made it look really easy, but I can assure you now that was not easy.
Yeah, it was a great line, and he created it, but he had real speed and gas to use afterwards, and that created an excellent individual try. And the good thing for Shandong is that takes the pressure off them a little bit. Now the onus is all on Shenzhen Pirates to work at it and try and find a way back into the game.
Yeah, they're going to have to work hard to shift the momentum. I'm sure Shandong are feeling really confident with how they're attacking, spreading that ball wide to edge to edge. It seems to be opening up holes in Shenzhen defense, especially on that way back. It seems that Shenzhen don't have their defensive system quite organized coming back. So that's maybe down to work rate, working a little bit harder.
Yeah, and they look, I mean, genuinely, they're looking pretty tired as well.
That was a great kick.
Oh.
3 bodies taken out under that one kick. But Shenzhen have managed to collect that.
Yeah, it's been, I have to say, I'm pretty impressed with Shandong. They looked really good yesterday and unfortunately didn't get the victories they were looking for. But today, this is, as you say, it's a very strong, structured side, but they are playing some excellent rugby.
We haven't had an opportunity to see Shandong defense, but I'm sure they would be coming out with a very physical defensive style, putting lots of pressure on the Shenzhen backline. And now's the opportunity for Shenzhen to attack, and just managed to knock the ball forward on the floor. Some words exchanged there, Shenzhen to Shandong. Another scrum restart.
Yeah, I think it'll add a bit of spice to the scrum. I was noting the Shandong body positions are much lower in their scrum, and that's giving them they're probably not a heavier pack, but their better technique is making their scrum much stronger than the Pirates.
Very stable scrum here for the ball to come out cleanly to this back line. A nice hard line. Oh, taken out without the ball.
Yes.
Didn't quite have hands on ball and still bodies were flying.
Yes,
Great defense from Shenzhen there in the middle. Another scrum restart here for Shenzhen. Maybe another opportunity for them to attack. Shift the ball, clean up their execution a little bit.
Because it's we've seen these backs play throughout the season, and it would just be great to see them have a chance to run out here, because I know they can do very well. That's a better scrum from Shenzhen Park.
Going for the sneaky crossfield kick.
Interesting tactic. I suppose if it creates a try, it's a brilliant idea.
Big if.
If it doesn't, you've just given away possession.
Great effort to keep the ball in touch there. That was a big defensive effort here from Shenzhen.
But they're moving the ball well and moving it across the field and keeping possession, and that's a sign of a good side.
3-on-2, missed ball out to the edge. Both speedsters working hard, but just pushed out into touch. Good cover tackle there by Shenzhen.
So the last 30 seconds of the half.
Some miscommunication there in the line out. A jump but no throw. But the ref is going back for another line out, asking them to keep the space. I'd love to see Shenzhen get clean ball out to the edges.
Yeah. Well, we've waited all for 10 minutes for this to happen, so...
I'll keep waiting. Another kick through. Not quite gone to plan. Found touch on the other end.
Again, I don't really see the logic considering you're at the end of the half.
Yeah. It is a tactic, and if it works really well. It looks like they're looking to utilize their speedsters, but not getting ball in hand through the hands, but maybe through a kick.
Do you think that was just because they were tired?
I'm tired, you run.
Yes, it's your turn now.
The ball does travel much faster that way, so I guess maybe that's the rhyme and reason to it.
Yeah, it's right. Well, this is our halftime team chat, and what would you do as the coach? What would you say to Shenzen?
The ball.
Yeah.
That would be my 2 cents.
Yeah, I think you're playing 10s now, lads. The short format has never been big in South Africa until relatively recently. And they're sort of playing 15s rugby.
A little bit. It's not utilizing the space perhaps as best as they could.
And if you were Shandong, I think you'd be pretty happy with how that went. No real issues came out. Their defense is strong, their structure is strong, they're making gaps and taking their opportunities well. So I'd carry on with what you're doing.
Yeah, Shandong have done really well. They've earned the right to spread the ball wide. They do the hard yards in the middle, and then they give the ball to the edges once they've earned that right to utilize those edges, whereas I think Shenzhen maybe haven't quite earned the right through the middle to spread the ball wide. So perhaps going into the second half, a bit more physicality through the middle, building phases, building momentum, being a bit more physical through the middle, and then perhaps opportunities for the wingers will come later on rather than trying to shift it too early to those edges.
Yeah, and I think it's probably fair to say because they came in and helped the tournament at the last minute, they probably didn't have much time to practice and go through the training that you need and the fitness probably for the tournament. And again, a huge thank you to Shenzhen Pirates. And we're delighted to see them here this year.
I'm sure Shandong are well-conditioned athletes, so they're looking good coming into the second half. I'm sure they're feeling really confident in the way that they've been playing this game so far.
I mean, basically, you want to score an early try to kill off any hope that Shenzhen can come back. That's easy to say.
Much easier said than done. Hard work incoming for Shandong. Another very contestable kick and a great contest in the air, slapping that ball back, perhaps harder than he needed to, but he was making it clear that he won that ball.
But they have possession. That's the key.
Looking to spread that ball wide. A big miss pass, another big miss pass, but not quite gone to hand. Unusual for Shandong so far in this game to not have ball go to hand, but now possession is back with Shenzhen, so a great opportunity for them to attack here.
Trying to serve themselves early in the second half.
So we'll keep our fingers crossed that the Shenzhen backs will get a good, decent run here.
Yeah, fingers and toes crossed.
The try here will certainly open things up.
Well, they've got the ball. Well done. Not sure that was part of the plan, but
I think there was maybe a little bit of miscomms there with a throw but no jump. One up from no throw and no jump, as the previous line out was. A great quick tap, a bit isolated.
And the ball has come out. Oh,
a double knock on here. Ball lost in contact. Shandong with a chance to exit. We haven't seen yet how Shandong like to exit, whether they're going to look for grass out the back, get their speedsters on ball, or they'll try work their way out with ball in hand.
I suppose it's how much confidence you've got in that you can make ground, because obviously you don't want to be tackled in the in-goal area, so which happened last time, earlier in the first half.
Oh, a scoop from the back. Didn't quite have the space to scoop. Giving the ball to the left edge.
So I think they're feeling pretty confident.
They are feeling confident. They're willing to work their way out of their own 22, which they've made some good meters so far.
Yeah, and then, you know, they're getting clean possession at every breakdown. So, well, you know, there's not really a problem with that. You're not really taking many risks.
Yeah, great strong carry and using that blind side, but just hit the fingers, tip of the fingers, and ball bounced forward. They had done well to work out of their 22 with ball in hand. There was a good set of attack from Shandong, very confident, decisive, running hard, lots of good momentum.
Yeah, and it's 7 minutes to go in the second half now. You know, the onus is all on Shenzhen Pirates. From a Shandong point of view, actually this is perfectly acceptable. It's what they're sort of wanting to do. They're running down the clock and doing very well in the scrum. So
yeah, that was a big shove to put the 9 under pressure, and ball just gone around the back of the head for a turnover and miss pass to the edge here for Shandong. A great pop off the floor. Oh, ball just gone forward. Perhaps the pop from the floor maybe floated a little bit forwards.
Yeah.
I know we're not the ref, but from this angle, it looked very marginal.
Yeah, we are in line with the...
But I'm no referee, so I won't comment.
Well, when you get to my age, most of the decisions you don't understand these days. So it's a very different game from the decades ago when we used to play.
When you're on the field, it's just nod your head, yes, sir.
So let's see if Shenzen can get a decent scrum with a straight backs, getting low. That's all they need to do. But
yeah, it'd be great if they could get some clean ball for the 9 to get out the back. They've not yet had any clean ball from a scrum. Shandong have definitely put the pressure on these forwards in the scrum. So let's see if Shenzhen can muster up the energy to give a shove back, enough to get the ball out. Oh, nope. Not quite. No, ball goes straight to Shandong. And a quick turnover attack, a big left foot step. Oh, big miss pass straight to the hands of Shandong, left hand winger, and he's made his way
That's a great
to the try line. That was a great set of attack from Shandong.
Yeah, no, it was, I mean, from a great scrum. They won the possession. and actually the backs. That was a lovely move and a great finishing off. So pretty good place. And as we sort of said, that try is going to make it extremely hard for Pirates to come back. There's 4.5 minutes to go. My money's on Shandong.
Oh, that's an easy bet for you.
Yeah.
4 minutes to go. Finally putting your money on Shandong.
Yeah, I don't like to take risks. That's the important thing.
That was a big miss pass there from the middle of the field all the way to the edge, and he did well to collect that ball on the move.
Would you call that champagne rugby?
I would. Even Globetrotter rugby, I think. That was great. That was a great pass. Ball out in front, definitely hard to do. And numbers on the right, this left edge here. Tried to do the same thing, but didn't quite go to plan.
Yes. Different way of execution, and that one didn't work.
Unfortunately, no. It was could have been an easy catch pass, perhaps. Sometimes the basics are more effective.
And of course, they're the first things to go when you're tired. And
absolutely. Skill execution is definitely the first thing to go when fatigue sets in. A big, strong carry here on this left edge. Looks like they've got a great attacking shape here, but not well executed. Yeah. Like we said, execution, first thing to go under fatigue.
And as you were asking, the sun is coming out.
It's the curse. It's the curse. Well, lucky for Shenzhen and Shandong, their game is almost over. I think they'll just marginally miss the sun in their eyes.
Yes.
But the next team not so lucky.
So can Shenzhen win this scrum? They haven't won the scrum for a wee while now, and it makes it a very difficult game. And again, they're getting shoved off the ball, and another mistake is, of course. I think Shandong can do this all afternoon. It's probably the least energy-sapping part of the way to play.
At least for the backs, that is. The least energy-sapping. You just get to stand and watch.
Yeah, a story of our lives, really, the back's doing nothing.
The most energy exerted is screaming. Cheering your teammates on. No, it's really tough for Shenzhen. They've had back-to-back errors, got pushed over in the scrum, a knock-on, one ball comes out. It's definitely the errors are collecting and it's showing, and it's getting tough for Shenzhen. A nice skip kick out to this edge. Perhaps looking...
Excellent breakdown techniques here. Just really clean ball coming out.
Not many attacking opportunities or options on, but they've spread it to the left. A great left foot step to keep momentum and forward running.
And that's...
another try scored for Shandong.
Yeah, that's... I think I call that determination. He was sort of half tackled a couple of times there and kept the ball and got there by sheer guts.
If there's a will, there's a way, and he found his way to the try line.
Yeah, that's a better way to put it, yeah.
No, that was tough work, tough leg drive. He's probably very fatigued and still managed to find a way over the try line, broke at least 3 or 4 tackles. No, that was a great effort there from Shandong all the way to the end of this game.
Yeah, we're into the last minute. Shandong really need to just preserve energy. You don't need to do anything special. You've got the victory. Kick the ball to them and just you'll get possession fairly soon anyway. No need to exert extra energy you don't need to use.
Another great contestable kick, but lands back in the hands of Shandong, but just knocked the ball forward. Oh, great. Wow, that was a big boot. Almost felt like there was some anger in that kick.
Yes.
Kicking for touch or kicking the ball away? Not so sure.
Yes, it was a big welly, whatever it was. That was the thing.
Time for the line out only.
Probably got time for this last bit of set piece here. Maybe Shenzen can end on a good note with a well-executed set piece. But it would be too little too late, unfortunately. Another missed comms by Shenzen in that line out. The big throw, no jump.
And Shandong just running into touch, and that will conclude the first of the bowl semi-finals. And a convincing win.
Perhaps not the game that Shenzhen were hoping for.
Yeah, as we were saying, we were hoping to see the backs and see a lot of movement, but give Shandong their due. They played extremely well, and to be fair, after the first couple of minutes, it was never in doubt.
Who will play them?
Shandong did look really good playing that game. Very well executed, very clinical in their passing, catching, tackling, breakdown technique. They really covered all their bases, and they made it look easy, doing the simple